while driving causes upwards of 1,600,000 accidents each year. And of these accidents, a large number of them are due in part to texting while driving. Texting while driving not only puts our own lives in danger, but everyone around us. So today I'll present to you detailed facts outlining the deathly effects texting and driving can cause, and then I will show solutions that have been set in place to combat this problem, and finally I will talk about how you can join in the fight against texting while driving. So let me begin with some statistics. Texting while driving is becoming a deadly trend around the world. Reports show that nearly 25% of all accidents were due to texting while driving. Here's why so many accidents happen due to this problem. Texting while driving is equivalent to driving blindly for about 5 seconds. And of these 5 seconds, your attention is completely pulled. With driving blind for 5 seconds, that means there is a 400% increase in the time you are not focused on the road, that your eyes aren't focused on where you're going, what you're doing. So every time you pull out your phone, and whether it's texting someone back or just, reading a message, every second counts, because it's another second that you're not focused on where you're going, what someone in another car is doing, and it's very easily for an accident to happen in just a matter of seconds because you weren't paying attention, so that's crucial. And according to another source, phonearena.com, texting while driving causes around 5,000 deaths each year. Most of these deaths were drivers of a younger age, so that means like the teenage group up into the early 20s. And being new drivers, fairly new drivers, they may not be accustomed to driving properly yet, and the younger generation always on cell phones, it's easy for them to become distracted. They just become distracted while writing text, trying to keep up with their friends or whatever, and the accidents just happen so quickly. So now that we have identified the problem, let's look at a few solutions. After doing research, I found that there are measures being taken to combat this problem. The solution comes from laws set in place and educational programs and campaigns. So some laws put in place, it differs between states and different areas, but 41 states in the U.S. plus the District of Columbia, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands have set laws that ban texting while driving. And 12 states in the U.S. plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands prohibit all drivers from using any handheld cell phone device at all. So that's not just texting, it also includes calling or even looking on the internet. It covers all of that. So most laws against texting while driving make it possible for the government or law enforcement to fine the driver or, ticket them, and it's all trying to show individuals like the bad effects, like you will get fined, so it's all in taking a step for prevention to make individuals not want to text while they drive as much. Educational programs and campaigns, you've probably seen them a lot, like the commercials on TV that show real life people that have been in accidents, and the last text that they send, and then they crash because they were texting while driving. Well, the Safe Text campaign is one that I found online, and it is aimed at reducing or stopping the number of distracted drivers through the use of education technology. Now, this program actually uses apps to help with that, so it's kind of ironic that we're using a phone to combat a problem with a phone. But the apps actually work when activated before you drive. They send alerts, like remind you not to text, and I believe some may even lock you out of your phone until you can put a code in. So it takes that extra step to getting in your phone, and it would make you want to text less. So the cell phone, another campaign that goes on is with the cell phone company AT&T. Now, it has a program entitled It Can Wait, and they also have had numerous commercials on television. And they urge people to stop texting while driving with the use of celebrities to gain the attention of motorists, and encourage them, to take an online pledge stating that they will never text while driving. And it's all about grabbing the person's attention, having something relatable to them, feeling the emotion of what can happen, or if it happened to someone you know, to make you never want to text and drive with these programs like this. So you may not text and drive, but let's look at some of the reasons people may not think it matters. Maybe an individual just believes they are unlikely to get in a wreck, or they have the ability to stay focused no matter what. Anyone can get into an accident because of texting while driving. It's not because of any person. No matter how focused you may be, your attention is always going to be pulled every time you pull your phone away. So you may just believe that nothing bad will happen to him. Something bad can always happen. And so now that we have examined possible solutions, let's visualize how we can benefit from this. So some believe that if we continue laws against texting while driving in educational programs, we can significantly cut down the amount of accidents and deaths on the road each year. This will save lives, roads will be made safer, and this will gain a better peace of mind for everyone. So just to summarize what we have done, in conclusion, you now see how harmful it can be, and just taking these small steps can help against texting while driving. And even if you're not paying attention for a second on the road, it doesn't matter, because something bad can always happen. So if you and I become more involved in educational programs and campaigns against texting while driving, we will be able to make the road a safer place for everyone.